Hi, this is episode 10 of Crondos. I'm your host, Jordan Hudgens. I'm a Ruby dev and the CTO of devcamp.com. I like to call today Freelancer Friday because on Fridays I cover different topics related to being a freelance developer. And today I'm going to talk about how you can accurately create estimates for your clients. Being able to give an accurate estimate on a project is one of the most important things that you can do as a freelancer. If you bid too low, even if you do great work on the project, you're going to end up with an angry client because they're going to have to pay extra for the extra work that had to be done and how far you went over the budget. And so that's never a fun situation. On the other hand, if you come in and you're too conservative and you make the bid too high, you'll probably not get the project at all and it'll be given to somebody else. Over the years, I've been guilty of both sides of the spectrum. I've created bids that were way too low and I underestimated how long it would take, and then I had to deal with the consequences of having projects that sometimes took double the amount of time I originally estimated. And I've also created estimates that were way over the top and I didn't get the project at all because they went to someone that had a more fair price. Because of this, over the years, I put together a formula to help me create the most accurate estimate possible, and it works quite well. The steps I take are as follows. First, I create a detailed drill down of all the project requirements. Without this, you won't be able to create an accurate bid, no matter what else you do. Imagine if an architect had to give an estimate to a client who said, "I want a nice house with a cool fence." He wouldn't be able to accurately estimate how much the house would cost to build. An architect will get a detailed breakdown of the square footage, the number of bedrooms, along with a list of all of the bells and whistles. In the same way, you need a detailed breakdown of every feature that the application needs to have. After you have the list of features, break them into categories such as database setup, front-end design, user permission configuration, etc. And then put each of the features into one of the category buckets. Put all the data into a spreadsheet segmented by the categories you created in step 2. Next, give a conservative estimate on each feature in the spreadsheet. Finally, have the spreadsheet tally up the total hours or cost, and that is your project estimate. Does that seem like common sense? Good, because it should be a simple process. If a client came up to me and asked me to build him a payroll system, I would have no clue on how long that would take. However, I do know how long it takes me to set up the database. I know how long it takes me to implement the design. I know how long it would take for me to create authorization so users can sign in, sign out, etc. So by breaking the features down and taking them one at a time, I'm able to create a much more accurate estimate for the project as a whole. I also update the spreadsheet as I'm going through the project. So for example, if I said that a video upload feature would take 8 hours and it ended up taking 12 hours, I go and I mark that. That way I can track it, and in future bids, when I have to build a similar function, I can look back and see how long it actually took in a real-world application. I hope this has been a helpful guide for how you can systematize creating estimates for your clients as a freelance developer. I've also attached in the show notes a link where you can go and download a template spreadsheet, and it's the same one that I use, and you can go and use that and start building your own bids for your own clients.